Nervin.
5 right cross in your discretion.
Right cross, minus fish, 75, thanks.
Who's this?
894, pull up, hold short, runway 31.
Hold short 31, 894.
7 Zulu Papa, base turn approved, number 1, runway 31, clear for the option.
Turning base number 1 on 317 Zulu Papa.
Ricky 1 Kilo Charlie, number 2, runway 31, clear to land.
Number 2, we have the traffic, 1 Kilo Charlie.
It's 894, runway 31, clear for takeoff.
31 cleared for takeoff, 894.
Hey. 75, contact NorCal approach 125.35. 2535, 75, have a good weekend. Thanks. One Kilo Charlie might need S turns to those approved. 1 Kilo Charlie, S turns approved. Thank you. Cherokee 72 Tango, number 3, follow Cherokee, mile and a half, final making S turns, runway 31, clear for the option.
Number 3 for 31, 72 Tango.
Follow the tower, 669 Tango Whiskey, inbound for the option.
Good, you can see your shadow there in the water.
Whiskey, false tower, make straight in, runway 31.
669 Tango Whiskey, straight in 31.
Is that the Dumbarton Bridge?
Some Zoo Pop expedite to Sparrow.
7 Zulu Papa terminating.
This is the Dumbarton Bridge. That's the train bridge. Oh.
7 Zoo Pop Texas Park 5 parallel Kilo monitor ground.
Parallel Kilo monitor ground, 7 Zulu Papa.
9 Tango Whiskey, number 2, follow Cherokee, wing up right base, runway 31, clear for the option.
Tango Whiskey, number 2, clear for the option, looking for traffic.
16894, contact St. Carlos Tower 119.0.
1190 for 894.
Follow the tower, Cessna 739 Tango Whiskey, ready for takeoff, runway 31.
Airport at above 1,200.
Cross the airport, make right traffic, at or above 1,200, make right traffic, 00 Papa.
Cardinal 6 Air Quebec, standby.
San Carlos Tower, Cessna 16894, now at 1,500.
Cessna 16894, San Carlos Tower, stay intentions. You're going northbound. I expect you to head west.
894 is doing a bay tour, would like to follow over to North Oakland, then Golden Gate Fields, Golden Gate Bridge, and Half Moon Bay.
Okay, System 16894, understand you want the Oakland Charlie transition tour?
Affirm. 894.
Yeah, clear to the Palo Alto controller when you depart. They should have handed you straight off to Oakland, not to me. Make the left turn, proceed toward the midspan.
Left turn toward the midspan, 894.
894, remain outside of Bravo Air and Charlie Airspace, contact Oakland Tower 127.2. Good day.
Clear of Bravo, say frequency again for 894.
894, Oakland Tower 127.2.
127.2, 894.
Cessna 6100 Sierra Papa, traffic in the crosswind turn. We'll be making a right downwind departure. IFR climbing is a Pilatus.
I'm going to make a 360 to lose altitude here, 00 Papa.
Cessna 00 Papa, that works even better, thanks. Cardinal 2060 Quebec San Carlos, ground runway 30 taxi via Juliet.
Oakland Tower says now 16894, now at 1,900.
November 16894, Oakland Tower, maintain VFR at or below 2,000, ident the Oakland altimeter 2988.
2988, VFR at or below 2,000, 894.
November 894, ident.
894, identity.
November 894, radar contact 8 miles south of the Oakland Airport. Remain outside Bravo airspace. Proceed to the mid-span San Mateo Bridge, the runway 30 numbers.
Midway San Mateo Bridge, then runway 30 numbers, clear of Bravo, 8994.
November 894, traffic 10 o'clock becoming, 10 o'clock becoming 11 o'clock and 2 miles north, eastbound 1,300, indicated, type unknown.
894 has traffic in sight.
November 894, additional traffic, 1 o'clock, 2 miles southbound, 2,000, inbound to San Carlos, Cessna.
894 looking.
November 894, the traffic is after 2 o'clock and 1 mile. If you don't have them in sight, turn left 30 degrees.
Left 30 degrees, 894.
November 894, do you have the traffic now at your 1 o'clock and 1 mile, 1,700 descending?
Traffic in sight, 894.
November 894, proceed to the midspan of the San Mateo Bridge.
Midspan San Mateo Bridge, 894. There's the guy. Yeah. Actually get traffic here on the screen. Like.
What is that thing? That partitions in the sea?
Okay, now I can talk.
November 894, proceed over the 30 numbers, then towards the Oakland Coliseum, maintain VFR at 2,000.
VFR at 2,000 over midspan, then 30 numbers, then Coliseum, 894. Okay, sorry about that. Now we can talk.
Oh! What is that thing?
Which one?
Those like partition in the water, they're making salt or fishing or?
Not really sure, to be honest. There's a wildlife refuge. That's probably part of it.
Yeah, maybe it's a wildlife refuge.
What bridge is this?
This one is the San Mateo Bridge.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys are understanding what they're saying. Yeah. But they told me to cross the midspan of the San Mateo Bridge.
Got it.
keep like helping you all through the way.
They keep me separated from other traffic.
All right.
Clear off the SFO traffic, which is just above us.
All right.
It's me, by the way. We got you 2,000, which they asked.
Oh. This guy shows the altitude.
Yeah, so this is altitude, this is airspeed. And right in front of us is the Oakland. Let me turn off this autopilot. So that right in front of us is the Oakland airport.
Oh wow, yeah.
They told us to go over the 30 numbers for the 30 runway.
Does the same tower manage all the commercial traffic and the private planes and everything?
Yeah. But they have a tower for each airport that, well, not all of them, but most airports have a tower around here. So this is Fremont, Hayward, and there you should see another airport. That's the Hayward Executive. Yeah, to our right. And there is a lot of fog over SFO. So we will still go over there. We may not be able to see the Golden Gate very well.
All right. Just happy flying.
Yeah.
This is the smallest aircraft I've. What are these knobs?
Just air. Just vents.
Oh. Throwing air from outside, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
What else can I explain to you? These are the frequencies, the communication. I can listen on 2 frequencies at a time, and I can have 2 standby frequencies. Select what I'm listening to here. Like.
There's weather information available on high loss.
And yeah, Oakland Tower is just ahead of us. On the other side, I have navigation frequencies. Are for ground stations that we use to navigate.
So you cannot see this monitor, but everything is lit?
I can see it. I can see it.
Okay.
And we are almost right over the Oakland.
894, contact Oakland Tower, 118.3.
1183, 8904.
This is actually the co-pilot.
Hold on. Oakland Tower says now 168904, now at 2000.
Says 168904, Oakland Tower, after the 30 numbers, proceed to the Coliseum, then the Nimitz Freeway, northwest bound.
Over 30 numbers, proceed to Coliseum, and then east of the freeway, 8904. Tower, is 8904 allowed into the TFR for the Coliseum?
Yes, Cessna 8904, affirmative.
Roger, 8904.
Cessna 849er, keep the Coliseum off your right for traffic inbound.
67849, we'll keep the Coliseum off our right, looking for inbound traffic.
Contact Valley 7721, Oakland Tower, you on?
Oakland Tower, Cessna 7202, 2000.
Look ahead.
En route Hayward.
Cessna 7202,
Ranveer.
Oakland Tower, follow the 580 freeway, southeast bound traffic.
Oh, it's there.
11 o'clock.
Coming from SFO.
Also following the 580 freeway,
Probably.
300 helicopter.
Okay, we'll follow 580 and looking for the helicopter, 7202.
Pac Valley 7679, turn left, call, back taxi runway 28 left, Bravo Romeo to parking with me.
We are right over the Oakland airport now.
Back taxi 28 left, Bravo Romeo parking, Back Valley 7679.
Pac Valley 7721, Oakland Tower.
21 inbound, visual 28 right.
Pac Valley 7721, runway 28 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 28 right, Back Valley 7721.
What? This is the co-pilot.
Negative contact with the inbound caravan.
Cessna 67849, you'll actually be following a caravan on an 8-mile final out of 3,600. That's why I had to go around the Coliseum for spacing.
67849, okay, we'll turn
Hey, go ahead. Again?
This is the co-pilot seat, right? I can also drive.
Yeah. I may let you play when we are over Half Moon Bay.
Okay.
Back Valley 7703, 8 out, visual 28 right.
Pac Valley 7703, Oakland Tower, number 2, following company, a 1.5 mile final, runway 28 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 28 right, Back Valley 7703.
What else can I tell you? This thing has a lot of functions. Like it can change what it displays on the map. Like it can show terrain.
02, VFR descent at 2,000.
Terrain.
VFR descent, 7202.
Is
And Cessna 202, maintain VFR at 2,000.
can show weather.
Oh, this is nice.
Cessna 202, you have the traffic, 11 o'clock, 1 mile, southeast bound, 900 helicopter.
What you see just here is the Coliseum.
Affirmative 202, traffic
Yep.
inside.
Roger 202, or Cessna 202, you can VFR descend at or below 1,400, additional traffic, 1 o'clock,
See it?
mile and a
Yeah.
half, eastbound,
Oracle and
300 Cessna.
Yeah.
Okay, we're looking 202.
Wow. Cleaning it up for a game.
Pac Valley 7721, back taxi
Yeah,
runway
that's why I
28
asked them
left,
if
runway
we were allowed over the Coliseum.
The 28 left, Bravo Romeo with you, Back Valley 7721.
Oh, this is awesome.
849, you have the traffic, 4 mile out of 1,800 caravan.
67849 are looking.
Cessna.
Six 7849 has the traffic inside.
Cessna 849, number 2 behind the caravan, runway 28 right, cleared for the option.
Clear for the option 28 right, 67849, number 2.
Cessna 202, the traffic 1 o'clock, 1 mile, southeast bound 1,000, correction, eastbound 1,200 Cessna. Do you have in sight?
Negative contact on the Cessna. We have a helicopter inside though.
Cessna 202, roger, maintain VFR at 1,500 for traffic.
Okay, we'll maintain 1,500. Do you know, is the helicopter landing Hayward also?
Affirmative, Cessna 202.
Hey, roger, thank you.
And over there somewhere, you're gonna see the Mormon Temple. Oh, it's right there.
Yeah?
It's a well, it's a reference point for us for flying, but it's also a huge temple.
Oh, that one, that far away. Mormon Temple. Wow, okay.
Cessna 894, maintain VFR at or below 2,000, contact NorCal approach, 120.9er, good day.
120.9er, VFR at or below 2,000, 894.
Helicopter Sky 7 radar services terminated, keep your code, contact Hayward Tower, 120.2, good day.
On to Hayward, thank you, good day.
Cessna 202, previously called Cessna traffic, no factor, maintain VFR at below 1,400, radar services terminated, keep your code, contact Hayward Tower, 120.2, good day.
Good day, going to Hayward Tower, 202.
Local Tower 3 Delta Golf, holding short of 28 right, ready for departure.
Sierra 653 Delta Golf, Oakland Tower, hold short, runway 28 right, landing traffic.
Holding short 28 right, 3 Delta Golf.
Oakland Tower, can you say the frequency again for 894?
Cessna 894, frequency 120.9er.
120.9er, 894. Marco approach says now 16894, now it's 2,000.
16894, northbound approach. Good afternoon. Resume on navigation outside of Class Bravo, northwest of the Bay Bridge for your tour.
Northwest of the Bay Bridge, resume on navigation 894.
Captain departure, Scout 6344, 1500, climb at 10,000.
Scout 6344, northbound departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb, maintain 15,000, Scout 6344.
Now you can see the tempo properly.
Contact north tower, correction, Oakland Center 125.85.
2585, United 372.
Medevac 7 Charlie Alpha, contact the northbound approach on 125.35. Have a good day.
12535, 47 Charlie Alpha.
Medevac 7 Charlie Alpha, before you go, fighting 100.
This is Oakland. The city's to your left. You can see it.
That one is Bay Bridge.
That's the Bay Bridge.
Oh, nice.
Stockton 6371, fly heading 110, vector final approach course.
110 for vector final approach course, Stockton 6371. We have the Oakland Insight.
Insight, roger.
And to your left also is the Oakland Port. And if you recognize that from Star Wars...
Oh! ET-ATs.
That was 6344, traffic at 10 o'clock, 10 miles southeast bound of citation at 5,000.
We're looking, Scout 6344.
Stockton 6371, for you, traffic at 2 o'clock and 8 miles northeast bound, so regional jet coming through 47.
What is that? There's a ground here.
This is Oakland, but...
Stockton 6371, traffic no factor, 1,000 foot above.
6371, roger.
Earlier when they asked you to ident, what was that?
To the Sacramento VR, traffic no factor, contact north departure, 124.
They asked you to ident, what was that?
Oh, it's
and 2413, good day, Scout 6344.
It's the transponder. It always replies to the radar inquiries. When you ask it to ident, it sends a different signal, so it blinks on their screen.
Got it.
And that's the Berkeley Stadium.
Wow.
And that stadium is actually right over the San Andreas Road. So when there's a big earthquake, there will be two stadiums.
Easy. How fast are we going? Airspeed should be...
Airspeed is 92 knots. The ground speed... This is the wind.
6371, contact northbound approach, 125.3.
I can see 90...
1035, Stockton 6371.
Ground speed is 77 knots, so we are getting a lot of headwind.
Tower 118.3, have a good day.
118.3, thanks, Mark 6687.
We're getting almost 20 knots of headwind. It's good for a tour because it slows us down.
Canadian Golf Zulu X-Ray Bravo with you.
And how many miles per hour is 1 knot?
Hotel is current at
1.85.
Maintain VFR conditions when able to proceed to the Oakland Coliseum at 2,500 for your transition to Hayward and stay your altitude.
Sorry, currently at 5,500 and you want us to maintain above 2,500 for Zulu X-Ray Bravo?
From Zulu X-Ray Bravo, I just need you at the Oakland Coliseum at 2,500.
Okay, Roger's at Zulu X-Ray Bravo.
I'll go a little bit to the right, see if we can see Alcatraz. Oh, the clouds are right over it.
Good afternoon, proceed direct to the Oakland VOR, expect vectors for runway 30, descend and maintain 6,000, altimeter 2988.
2988, descend maintain 6,000, direct to Oakland VOR, so 26.
to your left is San Francisco. Because of the fog, though.
Sorry, approach Canadian Golf Zulu X-ray Bravo.
CGZXB, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with I guess, that arrival there. Would you be able to give me vectors, possibly?
North South, here, 3 Delta Golf, leveling 2,500, looking for 5,500.
653 Delta Golf, NorCal approach, good afternoon. And clear to climb into class level airspace 5,500, the altimeter is 2988.
Delta Golf, through Bravo, 5,500.
And 8904, traffic at 12 o'clock, 2 miles off direction is a Cessna VFR 1,600.
8904 looking.
8904, if that traffic time in sight, access 20-degree right turn.
20 degrees to the right, 8904.
Traffic.
Yeah. 8904 has traffic inside.
8904, roger.
Okay, 6494, 2,700, 10,10,000.
6494, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain, put up a 190.
Climb 190, okay, 6494.
Yeah, you can't really see Alcatraz this time.
Where is Alcatraz?
Oh, this right here is Angel Island.
Charlie Golf,
Alcatraz is just to our left.
Midfield Oakland, Zulu X-ray Bravo.
And you cannot even see the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, you can see a
3121 Whiskey, North
little bit of it.
Altimeter 2988.
I can see now. Yeah. What is that thing?
That thing is a tower in San Francisco.
Called Pseudo Tower.
High, right?
NorCal approach, bearing 7773 Romeo is with you.
7773 Romeo, NorCal approach, good afternoon. Information, Yankee Square and Palo Alto, altimeter 2987. Now you're going to go out east of Lake Chabot?
I'll do east of Lake Chabot, and I do have Yankee at Palo Alto.
Roger.
Sorry, for Zulu X-ray Bravo, I just want to confirm, did you want me to descend to 2,500 over midfield?
Charlie Golf, Zulu X-ray Bravo, let's change the whole plan entirely. Remain outside of Class Bravo and outside of Class Charlie airspace. Own navigation, Hayward.
Zulu X-ray Bravo.
Southwest 186, fly heading of 110, vector final approach course, going to maintain 5,000.
110 to maintain 5,026.
Skywest 6494, proceed direct to Red Bluff, maintain 190.
You can see Alcatraz just to your left.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I can see now. Oh, awesome. Is there a, like, can you land on Alcatraz?
There's no runway or anything.
653 Delta Golf for Roger, and there's traffic at 1 o'clock in about 7 miles northwestbound, a Bonanza at 7,500 descending.
Now you can see little bits of San Francisco.
Also. Radar services are terminated. You're outside of Class 12 airspace. Clock VFR, feed change approved. Have a good day.
Let's go.
And we're going to go right over the Golden Gate Bridge.
The invisible Golden Gate Bridge.
Contact North Dakota approach 125.35. Have a good day.
12535, Chevron, Charlie Papa. Have a good weekend.
A little bit ahead. Well, we won't be able to see it like this because it's
73 Romeo. Contact North Dakota approach 125.35.
There's just terrible over the coast.
35.
That was 6494. Contact Oakland Center 125.85. Have a good day.
2585, yes, 6494, take care.
For 3121 Whiskey, contact Travis approach 119.9. Have a good day.
1990,
Approach 231 Hotel at 2000.
For 231 November Hotel, North Dakota approach, open out.
I can see a little bit of Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there. You can see the top stand.
2,500 is a Cessna.
Wyndham Hotel, I have the Cessna.
Roger. 1 November Hotel, own navigation, and say your requested altitude.
4,500, Wyndham Hotel.
One of our hotels, clear to climb, cross level airspace 4,500.
Roger, Wyndham Hill.
And ahead of us is just Pacific Ocean.
Yeah?
So if you want to fly ahead and see where you get, just drop me off first. It's actually an island a few miles off the coast, but it's very rare to see it because of the fog. And I guess I'll turn here so that we go over to Half Moon Bay, which will probably also be overcast.
Okay, traffic.
Yep. And it should be right. It's not. Oh, yeah, it's pretty far and it's going to be...
Southwest 1286, contact North Carolina, 125.35, have a good day.
12535 to 26.
Charlie Golf Zulu X-ray Bravo, you still going to Hayward, or are you going to head north instead?
North Carolina is 680 with you climbing 1,200 for 10,000.
United 680 North Carolina Departure radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000. Stay altitude leaving again, please.
1,400 now climbing to 15,000 United 680.
North Cal Delta 1374, 1,500 for 2,000.
How many hours in a row have you done?
And you are radar contact. Turn right heading at 310.
At unrestricted to 15,000, right turn to 310, Delta 1374.
Say again?
So how many hours have you flown like without stopping?
I could probably fly for 5 or 6 hours.
Delta 1374, direct Sacramento.
Direct Sacramento, Delta 1374, thanks.
Now, all these maps are saved already, isn't it?
Yeah. I still have 4G here. I could download something if I wanted. I can.
Departure sky was 4609, 800, climbing 10,000.
4609 North Cal radar contact, climb maintain 15,000.
Climbing 15,000, sky was 4609.
So these rings you see, it's actually like, think of an upside down wedding cake.
680, turn left heading 310.
Upside down what?
Wedding cake.
Okay.
That's the Class Bravo airspace. That's the airspace for SFO.
Oh, I see. Okay. It's further out as you get lower or higher?
Yeah, further out, the lower limit is higher.
Got it.
We are now,
oh, so it's like this.
Yeah, so it's an inverted cone, so we are now below it. You can see here on the chart that it has the limitation, the altitudes for each.
74 contact departures 124.32.
2,000 to 10,000.
2432,
So now it's 2,000. We are below it. And what else? I'm using the autopilot now to keep altitude. Also, it follows the heading that I set with this green bug.
Oh.
If I tell it to turn, it will turn. So if I had a flight plan, like a route to follow, it would show up here, and this one would show how aligned I am with it.
United 680, clear direct Sacramento. Direct Sacramento, United 680. That was 4609, direct Mogi.
Direct Mogi, sky was 4609.
also this blinking R means reply. It means that they still have us on radar.
It's reply.
What?
Reply.
Yeah, it means that our transponder is replying to the radar.
Alright.
This is a traffic to our left, which is 600 above and climbing.
It's still below the clouds?
No, he's 700 feet above us now.
Oh, so it's like...
Number 1 November Hotel radar service terminates squawk VFR free change crew.
1 November 127.8.
Then there's another one. Those guys are probably big jets.
Contact departures 124.
Departing from
SFO.
That is 680, good day. Scout 64, 0, correction, Scout 4609, contact departures 124.32.
24.32.
We get to see one of them.
4609.
I don't see them. Well, one should be slightly behind us.
Yeah, I see one right behind us.
Oh, okay. Is it a big jet?
Yeah, I think it's a Delta jet.
Okay. It's a pity that there's so much fog. You can usually see SFO and see the airplanes they are taking.
NorCal departure, Alaska 301, 1.5 for 10,000.
301 NorCal, radar contact, climb maintain, flight level 190.
Climb to 190, Alaska 301.
He told the Alaska Airlines to climb to 190, which is 19,000 feet.
Okay.
Oh. It's probably departing from SFO. Told it to climb at 300 feet per minute to 2,500 feet. Because the class Bravo here is 3,000.
I see.
Oh. I can actually see the same thing here.
Here, max 275.
Like here, I have a cursor. So I can see 3,000 to 10,000 San Francisco.
Oh.
I can see like this one, the one inner, it's 2,900, so I cannot go in there now. These monitors are also backups, so if one of them fails, I get all the information on both.
But this plane is like really old, right? The Garmin company didn't exist that time.
This plane is a 2010, I think.
No, I know, but like this was like modeled in 2010.
This is still considered modern, believe it or not.
7,000.
This is like what almost every plane uses now. Every new plane coming out of the factory.
Oh, so they should use some shit like this, right? High resolution display.
Let's talk about that later. That's something I want to do.
November 16894 NorCal.
894?
Hi. November 894, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, free change crew.
Radar service terminated, squawk VFR, 894.
American 197, 2 for 10,000.
Now what he told me to do is change my transponder to a generic code, which means I'm not being controlled.
Yep, we're at 2.1 kilometers now,
and
15,000 or 197.
Frequency change approved means he's no longer controlling me. I'm on my own.
You're on your own.
Yeah, basically.
Because there's no traffic, there's nothing, right? That's why?
Oh, it's because I'm in an area that's where I'm not controlled.
Oh.
197, clear direct Oakland, direct Sacramento.
Direct Oakland, Sacramento, American 197.
Back to 301, clear direct Red Bluff and contact Oakland Center on 125.85.
Direct Red Bluff 125.85.
Tram in motion.
Region 200, reduce speed to 2, make it 220 now.
It's autopilot changing the trim wheel.
Call sign. Region 200, maintain 220 knots.
220 knots for Legion 200.
I usually when I do a tour like this, I use the autopilot just because it's more comfortable.
Yeah.
And as soon as we are into this little area, I will actually turn now. That we are closer to the hill, not over the ocean.
Oh, nice. But we'll stay in this zone.
This zone right here is up to 4,000. Starts at 4,000, so I can just go below it.
Okay.
Now our ground speed is higher because the wind is
from there. Yeah.
563 Alpha, left heading 120.
Legion 200, turn right heading 110, maintain 5,000.
Right 110, 5,000, Legion 200.
There's a 563 Alpha, contact.
And I just tuned in 121.5, which is the standard emergency frequency. So usually when you're not being controlled by anyone and you're not talking to anyone, you just leave that on in case you need it.
Oh, so I mean, if we need, we can.
It's already on.
Right.
If not, just holding this actually tunes it. I'm on your side. You have the same controls as I do. And I can also show you this. This thing has pages. Let me actually slow down. This thing has pages, so this is the map. Oh, sorry. This one gives me information about either an airport or an area. This is information about the Half Moon Bay Airport. Very much to see there, but this is about a certain waypoint. This one is for trip planning, so it gives me stuff like the direction I'm going, the fuel stats, how much. This is wrong because I didn't set it at the beginning, but.
Oh, okay. But like, all this information is all static fed in this guy, and like it's just.
It's being updated like this. Look, this is total range. This is how far I could fly with the fuel I have.
Okay.
Apparently there is a flight plan somewhere. There isn't. Never mind. And then there's a lot of stats I can see. This is Palo Alto Airport. This is the distance to it, and where's distance to it, how long it would take me to get there, things like that.
And so like we saw like 3 airports right now, like Oakland, this, that.
Oh, actually, we will be able to see Half Moon Bay, apparently.
Ah, nice. So my question is, like in Brazil also, do you have so many airports around?
No, not even nothing even close.
Like you start from Pampulha and.
Oh, in Belo we have 3, but that's because it's a big city. If you go out of the big city, there's nothing.
Okay.
San Francisco unusually dense even for a U.S. city in terms of the airspace.
Yeah, it's pretty dense.
Okay.
Okay, what else? Yeah, so here are timers that I can set, like we've been flying for... This is wrong, because I didn't start it also. We took off at... yeah, this is also wrong. Never mind, this is GPS stats, a lot of stats. I can turn on alerts. Status for all the equipment. this is the nearest airport. So if I had an emergency, I could just come to this page and it would tell me where to turn to land at the nearest airport.
Which is that side.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go over it. What else? Everything I may want to know about what's close to me, like nearest VOR, which is a navigation facility, and so on.
Is this touch screen? No.
No, there are some newer ones which are touchscreen. I was surprised by how much these things cost though. This one, if you install it in a new airplane, it will cost you about $80,000.
Whoa. Oh, 80,000?
Yeah, just because it's certified, so you can put it in a certified airplane. If you did the same thing using an experimental version, like the G3X by Garmin, then it comes to 10,000. You can't really see the airport. It's to our left, but you can see it. Hey, this is Half Moon Bay.
Oh, this is the Half Moon Bay beach.
Yeah.
Empty. Nobody's here. Oh, there's one family. Doing some picnic. Oh, there are some people actually. Oh.
Yeah, you can see little lifeguards there.
Shut up. That's the autopilot telling me I'm leaving the altitude I said.
Baywatch was shot here? Baywatch?
I thought it was shot in Florida.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be wrong, but that's what I thought. And to your left, you can see the Bay Area again. Climbing a little bit.
So what is this?
This is the throttle, so it changes the engine power. This is the mixture. It changes how much fuel, fuel and air. So if I put it forward, it's more fuel. So it's flow. How much fuel is being burned per minute, or per hour actually, gallons per hour. So you can see that if I turn it down, consumes less fuel, so that's what you use in cruise. In certain situations, you put it full ridge, which is like landing and takeoff, basically. Also, if you are going really high, you have to make it not as rich, because otherwise you have too much fuel for the air, because the air is less dense. This is engine RPM, oil pressure, oil temperature, engine exhaust gas temperature.
And VAC vacuum.
Yeah, that's the vacuum pump. The only thing this should really be using the vacuum for is this backup instrument.
What is this backup instrument?
This is the artificial horizon. Like if I turn, it will.
Okay.
The angle. It's the same as the background here. It's just backup. This are backups. So let's climb. And I can go to 4,000 in this area, and once I'm out there, I can go to 6,000.
Okay.
We can play a little bit. You guys comfortable?
Yeah, great.
I'm gonna stop around 3,500 here until I'm out of this area, then I'll climb to 5,500.
And this guy, so if you're in a cloud or like, there's no visibility, these guys are...
that's exactly what they are for. And you can see there are markings with the like 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, and 60 degrees. That's also actually it doesn't have it, but a lot of them have a little ball in the middle that's supposed to show you if your turn is coordinated or not.
Okay.
So if you turn like this, you will still be going sideways until you are in that heading, right? Or if you turn like this, you are still going forward until you slowly go to the side.
So you move like this.
Yeah, so you do both when you turn. You use your pedals and the fronts.
So what does pedal do, left and right?
Yeah, it does like this.
Oh, okay.
This is the pedals.
We understand, yeah.
Yeah, it's like this.
Like this. And this is for this.
Yeah, this is like this.
Okay.
So this is the ailerons, that's the rudder, and this is the pitch.
Oh. Interesting. When you're on autopilot, that guy controls all three.
Depends on the autopilot. There are 1, 2, and 3 axis autopilots. This one is a 2-axis autopilot, so it will not control the pedals. Oh, you probably didn't notice, but I was applying pedal even with the autopilot on.
Okay.
And the equivalent of the little ball for this one is a dash in here. If you center, so this is coordinated flight. I'm going exactly downwind, or
I understand.
Now I can climb again.
I will climb to 5,500. Do you climb using this?
This.
Okay.
And the engine power. I mean, it depends on the situation. You usually use both if you are just like changing altitudes. If you are coming into land, then it's the counterintuitive way, which is this actually controls your speed, and the throttle controls your rate of descent. A bit more engine, it will descend more slowly, and if you pull up, it will slow down. Here. And I'm gonna do a climbing turn. Because in this area.
So my question is like, how unstable can you manually make it? I mean, I don't want to I'm not asking you to make it that way, but like, can you actually crash it by manual control when autopilot is on? Or there are safety features which doesn't allow it to like roll over?
There are some things if you try to, you are usually stronger than the autopilot, so you can take control over the autopilot. But the right thing to do is if the autopilot is not doing what you want, you turn it off.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that, like, can you like turn and make it crash in the air, like reverse and then fall?
You can do a lot of stupid stuff. A simple one is if you tell the autopilot to climb, and let's say I tell it to climb at 1,000 feet per minute. It will do its best to climb at that rate, but it will not watch my airspeed. So it can lower my airspeed enough that I will stall. That doesn't cause me to crash. It's just a dangerous situation if you're not watching it. So
then you increase the throttle.
Oh, depends. To a certain point, if your nose is really high up, even with full throttle, you're not going to climb.
Got it.
Okay, and we are now at 4,200. And do you guys want to see some standard maneuvers we learn when learning to fly?
Yeah.
Okay, so see this house over here? One simple maneuver is to go around the point and to keep your wing pointed at it. So just circle it and...
Got it. So you're like, it's like a compass, you're just making a circle.
Yeah, I'm using that house as a reference and I'm turning around it. And if you have 2 points, you can also do an 8. This is just this is like a basic exercise to
the perspective
for turning. To make sure you can control all 3 things and look outside at the same time, and including watching the airspeed and maintaining constant altitude also. There are some maneuvers like steep turns. Do you guys want me to do that one?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And if you guys feel uncomfortable, please tell me. This one is, you feel it a little bit more. Here I'm around 45 degrees. And you can see that the altitude wanted to lower, so I pull up.
Yeah. This is insane.
What you're feeling now is about 1.5 Gs. When you do actual aerobatics, you feel like 4, 5, 6, 10
Gs, okay.
And you come out. What else? Let me actually go to 5,500.
Is it easier to maneuver the higher you go? Like, why do you...
Oh, no, it's just safety. If we're doing maneuvers, it's better to be higher.
Okay.
This is the rate I'm climbing, 350 per minute. See that if I put the nose down, it will start going faster.
Yeah, because the engine power is that same.
Yeah, because it has more lift and less drag this way. If I put the nose up, it will actually start going slower, even though it climbs a little faster. There are limits to the speeds. So these are the green arc. The lower limit is the stall speed. The white arc is the flap speed. So I can use flaps while it's in the green arc. You have the same indications here. Then you have certain speeds, like the speed for the best climb, like the most feet per minute, or the highest climb angle, depending. Like if you need to clear obstacles after taking off, then use the highest angle.
Highest angle, okay. Can your tail hit the ground when you're
It could. It's very rare. I've never seen it happen, to be honest. Turn around again. So when you're turning, because of the angle, the stall speed is higher. So if I were really close to the stall speed and I started a turn, I would probably go into a stall. Let's see what else. 5,000. Do you guys want to see a stall?
Yeah, what is a stall?
Sure, if it's safe.
Yeah, it's safe. It's safe.
Yeah.
A stall is when the engine does not have enough power to level flight, basically.
I see, okay.
So what I'm going to do now is I took a lot of power off. And you can see the speed is going down, and the nose is really high up. And 2 things will happen. One is that the plane will tend to pitch down. And that's the stability of the plane. It tends to return to a situation it can handle. The other is if I kept it there, it would just descend in that position. That's what happened to the Air France flight.
Oh.
They just kept it there.
kept going up and then the engine could not sustain.
Yeah, and also the power low, if I put in some flaps, more flaps. This is like a landing configuration. Then the stall speed will actually be lower, so I can go even slower without stalling.
Okay.
This beep that you're hearing is the stall warning. Yeah, I'm actually below the green line and I haven't stalled yet. There, I'm going slower than a car. You can do this as smoothly or as roughly as you want, of course. Trying to keep it smooth so you guys don't feel bad or anything. Add power back. Take one out of flaps. Ouch. So I can take flaps.
Take 1 Kilo Charlie, number 1, runway 31, clear for the option. 3, dew point mid.
Setting up the radios for when we go back. What else would you guys like to see? Oh, this plane can't really do very much. It's mostly meant for cross-country flights, so I cannot do any fancy aerobatics in it.
But can you do fancy acrobats? Like, have you learned?
I have learned some. I really wouldn't do it by myself yet.
Okay.
Number 131, clear for the option, 1 Cody.
Do you have like done like one spinning?
I've done loops, I've done rows, I've done all the basics. Constructors.
Do you feel like crazy when you do like a loop?
Do you mean like crazy?
Like crazy, like what the fuck?
I think it's fun. I like it.
Turn 78 Yankee, traffic ahead will be making a left turn at the bridge. Proceed on course.
Okay, roger, 78 Yankee.
Let's see where. What else can I show you guys? There's another variation of the stall, which is the power on stall. It's usually when you're going around, like if you are going to land and you decide not to land for whatever reason, like, I don't know, there's an engine on the runway or you're too fast, whatever.
The tower.
So if you actually put full power and let it pitch up,
1713 Charlie, Pulse Tower, information Zulu, current make
I'll lose speed just the same way.
One ident.
Oh wow.
Make left traffic 31.
And it's gonna stall just the same way. Didn't let it stall, but yeah, it's the idea.
Starboard 2, Mike Alpha, number 1, rolling 31, clear to land.
Alpha, 31 to Mike Alpha.
What are we hearing now?
We're hearing Palo Alto Tower.
Oh, okay. Tower, Warrior 81020. Just get
and very soon I'm going to listen to the weather from Palo Alto.
020. 3.
This is amazing, like this area has no clouds and then the outside there's just clouds.
GPS approach in use, only 31 in use. Use caution for birds in the vicinity airport. Read back, hold short instruction moment time, advise ground control of departure request. Inform controllers to contact you have information Zulu. Call tower information Zulu, time is 0150 Zulu, wind 33010, weather better than 5005, temperature 23, dew point missing, altimeter 2987. GPS approach in use, only 31 in use. Use caution for birds in the vicinity airport. Read back, hold short instruction moment time, advise ground control of departure request. Inform controllers to contact you have information Zulu. Keep him off your left. We'll keep it off to our left, take off over.
Do we go back now? I go back now?
171 Charlie.
Your wish. I'm enjoying it.
Descent below 1,000.
It's up to you. If you want to go somewhere else, we can go there.
1,500.
Brendan, what do you want to do?
13 Charlie, roger.
I'm good either way.
Cherokee 1 Kilo, Charlie number 2, falls to Tabria.
Not to the fog, like if I don't know, some,
Number 231.
Okay, let's head south a bit.
1 Kilo Charlie.
Alpha Tower, Centurion 70 Yankees over the sunken ship, request frequency change.
78 command status request Charlie televised contact focus at 127.2.
7.2, 78 Yankee, get 8.
Lifeguard CHP 30, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles on downwind, altitude indicates 1,100 Cessna.
So it's going to be foggy over there at Monterey as well.
Thank you. Now then we should head back. Just 6.
Let me just clear up the Bravo airspace.
So 13 Charlie, intercept following a mile and a half. Number 2, following Cherokee, wing up, or correction, about to turn base at a mile, runway 31, clear for the option to go make right close traffic.
Runway 31, cleared for the option on the go.
It's amazing. Only this area has no fog, and like you go outside, there's just fog and fog everywhere.
8 Golf Bravo for exchange approved.
Frequency change approved, 200 Golf Bravo, thanks.
4020, traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles opposite direction, altitude 1,500, helicopter.
Looking for traffic, 020.
Every 2 Mike Alpha Texas, Spark 5 Parallel Kilo, monitor ground, good day.
Texas Falcon, Power Island, Kilo 1 and Talk 1. Thank you, good day to Mike Alpha.
Lifeguard CHP 30, traffic no facts passing off your left, contact St. Carlos Tower 119.0.
CHP 30, we're 19 Eden. Good night.
4020, follow Cessna, wing up, left base, runway 31, clear to land number 3.
Number 3, looking for the Cessna, for clear your line for the 31020.
Palo Alto Towers has now 16894 with Zulu, 5 miles south of the Woodside VOR, inbound for landing.
Plus 16894, Palo Alto Tower, report in the vicinity of Slack.
Say again, 894?
Report when you're in the vicinity of Slack.
We'll call in the vicinity, 894.
Hey, 8904 is your flight, this name of this flight, right?
It's the call sign of the airplane. It's not a flight number.
Ah, okay.
So it's written here. It's always written somewhere so you know what to say on the radio. It's also printed on the tail of the airplane. If you take an airliner, it will actually have November something. It's just that they don't use it, that number.
Oh.
I'm gonna descend so I can go into this airspace below Class Bravo.
Yeah, you are entering this one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to enter this space because we are going to land here. Now I'm below 4,000, so now I can go under it. And this area actually has a pretty complex airspace. It's usually... And there should be an airplane ahead of us, 600 feet above. It's a few miles out. It should be like...
Figure 1 Kilo Charlie, number 2, follow Warrior, mile and a half, final runway 31, clear for the option. Summit, advise ground control up departure request.
For the traffic, 1 Kilo Charlie.
Inform controllers to contact, you have information Zulu.
Now, we're going to go over the Stanford Stadium. It's just ahead of us. Wow. And it may get a little bumpy around here because of the hills.
Oh.
Those are usually bumpy. The air follows the contour.
The terrain.
little bit to the left. That's the Stanford Linear Accelerator. Particle Accelerator.
That's 16894 ident.
At what?
8904 identity.
This 13 Charlie Fall Cherokee head, Christian Cessna head, runway 31 clear for the option.
Runway 31 cleared for the option, and following the traffic on right base turning.
Terrible housing in this area. Very bad view.
Can you buy home and see this?
We're 020 taxi to Park 5 Parallel Kilo.
Crazy houses there. The house we see, the house with lake and swimming pool.
On our ground.
Look at that one with the pool.
Yeah, this house.
It's an insane house.
How much will be this house? 1 million? No, 10 million.
More like 10. 1 million is a small apartment around here.
And there are some crazy houses here. Shit. Which neighborhood is this? Which city is this?
I think this is Woodside. I'm not really sure.
This is fucking insane, man. Brendan. It's crazy. Me and Brendan were talking. I was telling Brendan how I want a big house with an airstrip.
Anyway, we're just about to approach, so at least I usually use a rule of not talking during the approach. Okay. Unless there's something important, of course. But so I hear everything that everyone's saying. Great. I'm gonna talk you guys through it anyway. So now we're gonna go over Palo Alto, and I have to stay above 1,500 feet of Palo Alto because of noise. City of Palo Alto doesn't like airplanes lower than 1,500 feet. Cessna 16894, now 2 miles south of flag.
That's 16894, roger, make left traffic.
Left traffic 31894. Then to your little bit to the right will be the Stanford Stadium. Actually going to go over it because that's where we are. And if you look over there, a little bit up, Ranveer.
Yeah, I'm seeing, yeah.
You can see Moffett and Google.
Take 1 Kilo Charlie, 131, clear for takeoff, right traffic.
Oh.
Clear for takeoff, 31, right traffic, 1 Kilo Charlie.
You can see the two little peaks from the amphitheater.
Yeah.
Attention, you can see all the Google buildings as well. Pre-landing checklist.
Cessna 13 Charlie, request short approach.
That's 13 Charlie, short approach, approved number 1, runway 31, clear for the option.
Short approach approved number 1, runway 31, clear for the option, Cessna 13 Charlie.
Then here I have to, yeah, this is Stanford, right here, this area. It's one of the radio telescopes to your right. The stadium is right over there.
Yeah.
After I cross 101, I can actually go below. Can you see the airport? Can you find the airport? Oh. The airport now? Don't look at the screen. You have to find it.
There.
So I'm gonna go ahead and you tell me when you see it.
There. There.
Big 1 Kilo Charlie number 2, false system, making short approach, 131, clear for the option.
7231, copy traffic inside 1 Kilo Charlie.
I'm gonna descend to 1500, then to 1000.
Are we going to Cape Town? The airport name is Cape Town?
Yeah, that's Palo Alto Airport. Airports have a 4-letter.
What is the 4-letter acronym for Belo Horizonte?
SBBH for Pampulha.
That's 894, number 2, follow Cherokee over the birdhouse, right down and rolling through 1, clear to land.
Follow Cherokee, number 2, clear to land, 894, 31.
This 13 Charlie, say intention.
Terminating 13 Charlie.
This 13 Charlie, taxi park by parallel kilo.
Parallel kilo 13 Charlie.
We're in the traffic pattern now, which is the approach when you're visual. And so 10 degrees of flap. That's the landing. We're number 2.
Oh, so we have to go like round and then.
Yeah, and I've drawn it here for you. And right ahead of you is Moffett and Google.
Yeah.
Running base. This is the base leg.
This is Google? No, there.
Right to your right.
Yeah, I can see now.
Yeah, no, you can see all the
8 degrees of flaps. Landing lights. And now I'm turning final. I'm supposed to approach around 65. And those 2 lights, they are the glide slope indicator. If they both are white, it means I'm too high. So both red, then it means I'm too low. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I have to keep 1 red and 1 white. I'll keep in the airspeed.
Those 2 lights there.
Okay.
Those 2 lights there. Which 2?
It means I'm too high. So I'm going to descend.
Ah.
Now I'm on the glide slope.
Stop there, 1 Kilo Charlie, we're going to terminate. Cherokee 1 Kilo Charlie, taxi park by parallel kilo.
Parallel kilo, good day, 1 Kilo Charlie.
And now I can do full flaps. So the body of water will usually create a, so it pulls me down a little.
Both are red. What does it mean?
It means I'm a little bit too low.
Okay.
That's normal if you're in a small plane. We approach lower.
And the brakes are only on the flaps, right? You don't have brakes on the wheels.
I do. It's pressing the pedals instead of, I'll show you later, but
okay.
It's on the pedals.
Got it.
I only use it after I'm very slow though.
Okay.
Okay, now I cleared the runway.
894, taxi park by parallel kilo, monitor ground.
Parallel kilo, monitor ground, 894.
He gave me taxi instructions, meaning I should taxi through this one, then kilo to parking, and monitor the ground frequency, which is 1250. Okay, now I clean up the plane first, flaps up. Transponder went into ground mode, so it's off. Landing lights off, taxi lights on.
Ground Cessna 18076.
And I leave the mixture so I don't spend so much fuel on the ground.
And request a left crosswind departure.
So 18076, Delta ground runway 31, taxi via terminal side, expect left Navartan.
And I can turn off the strobe lights because those are only when you're on the runway. Otherwise they can be pre-blinding to other aircraft. Especially at night. And now we're taxiing here.